Well, more reaction on Syria now from political analyst Christoph Hörstel, who's extensively covered events in Arab states. Thanks for joining us here on RT. Who do you think might have been behind these latest killings in Hama?
Again, please.
Who do you think might have been responsible for these killings?
It is very clear now, and that has been reconfirmed yesterday to the shock of many people by a Catholic bishop coming back from extended travels in Syria, that the Western media are not telling the truth about the situation in Syria. There are terrorists at work very clearly, and very clearly they're sponsored from abroad. Openly, Saudi Arabia has said that, Qatar the same, Turkey is involved. People, fighters come over the borders from Jordan, from Lebanon, from Iraq, from Turkey. And that, in fact, heats up the situation very much, and there are all kinds of media lies. The most recent was from Homs, where we hear that 80 people were killed in a massacre. Well, the same resistance group, publishing this, said a little later that there were just 50, and then it was 24. This was all in official German radio. And in fact, the government says it was 9, but the killing was done by the terrorists, and I think that is believable, and the other things are lies, the usual lies we hear since a year.
So what would they be trying to achieve then, the perpetrators of this atrocity?
You see, what we have here is a strong disability of the outgoing Syrian government to handle this public relations case. They were unable to point out what is a very simple truth. This so-called Syrian revolution was instigated from abroad. Yes, the government was not, very fair to many of its citizens. There was torture, there was imprisonment, people have disappeared, yes. But a revolution going on, that was made from abroad. We have eyewitnesses. I have quoted this on this TV station, thanks to you. And now we have the situation that it's an either-or question. Either the new government in Syria tackles and comes to terms with this challenge of, challenging the Western media at home, or they will fail. That is very clear. And the solution can only come, if the lying stops and those countries behind the terror are openly addressed.
Well, the peace process is now clearly stalled in Syria, with Western and Arab states calling for action, as you say. What impact will these latest calls likely to have on the bloodshed?
You see, the bloodshed going on right now, that's a desperate fight. When the terrorists called off the Annan peace plan, that was in fact a joke. They had never stuck to it. So, but what they did was they, committed to this non-acceptance of this plan openly. That is a new quality. And now what I hear, the recent news of today, is that there's an all-over fight going on between the Syrian government troops and those terrorists. And I do think the vast, vast majority of the poor Syrians are trapped in the middle. That is a very bad situation.
Okay, political analyst Christoph Hörstel, thank you for joining us here.